Attention passionate Green Bay Packers fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Green Bay Packers' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Green Bay Packers fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Green Bay Packers fans. Let's get to the news. Alright, guys, buckle up, because this is a story that's stirring the NFC North like never before. The Green Bay Packers, a team with a rich history, a passionate fan base, and a legacy built on resilience and tradition, are about to face a challenge that could redefine their season. And it's all centered around a familiar face, Kenny Clark. Yes, Kenny Clark, the stalwart defensive tackle who's been a cornerstone of the Packers' defense for nearly a decade, now finds himself on the opposite side of the field, wearing the colors of the Dallas Cowboys. Can you believe it? Just a week before the start of the 2025 season, Clark was unexpectedly traded from Green Bay to Dallas in a blockbuster move that has sent shockwaves through the league. This trade, folks, was nothing short of shocking. Clark, who's been a three-time Pro Bowler and a leader on that Packers defensive line, was packaged along with 2 first-round picks and sent to the Cowboys in exchange for none other than Micah Parsons, the all-pro pass rusher who's been terrorizing quarterbacks across the league. Imagine that, one of the best defensive players in the league swapped for one of the most disruptive pass rushers. It's a move that signals a shift in how the Packers are viewing their roster and their future. And Clark, well, he's not shying away from the challenge. When he spoke to reporters this week, he admitted that he was probably the most shocked he's ever been in his life. Just a week before the start of the season, he finds himself not only in a new team, but also preparing to face his former squad in what promises to be an electrifying Sunday night football showdown. Clark mentioned that he had heard rumors about the Packers potentially trading for Micah Parsons, but he never imagined it would be him leaving Green Bay. That's a story that hits close to home for any Packers fan. You grow attached to these guys, see them develop, and then, out of nowhere, they're gone. But Clark's attitude has been nothing but professional. He's made it clear that there's no personal animosity involved. It's just part of the business. Still, you can't help but sense that behind those words, there's a competitive fire burning. Clark is genuinely excited about the opportunity to face his former team, especially Jordan Love, the quarterback who's been under the spotlight since he took over the Packers' offense. And let me tell you, the chemistry between Clark and Love over the years was something special. Clark, a first-round pick in 2016, has been a force against the run, a player who's consistently disrupted offensive lines and pressured quarterbacks. His ability to shed blocks and make tackles behind the line of scrimmage made him a nightmare for offenses. Over his 9 seasons with the Packers, he accumulated an impressive 427 total tackles, 52 tackles for loss, and 36 sacks. His presence on the field was undeniable, a true defensive centerpiece. So now, facing his old team, Clark is eager to make his mark. He's smiling when he talks about finally being able to hit Jordan Love, and you can tell that this isn't just about revenge or personal pride. It's about the game, about competing at the highest level. Now the Packers are well aware of Clark's talents, and it's no secret that he's still playing at a high level. Head coach Matt LaFleur pointed out that Clark has looked really good in the early part of the season, just as he did during his time in Green Bay. He's going to be a handful, LaFleur said, and that's putting it mildly. Clark's impact on the field is still significant, and the Packers have to prepare for him as if he's still the dominant force he's always been. But this game isn't just about Clark versus Love. It's also about the broader implications for both teams. The Packers, after a somewhat inconsistent start to the season, are facing a key test against a Cowboys defense that's arguably one of the best in the league. And speaking of the Cowboys, they're counting on Clark to continue his strong start. In the first 3 games, he's recorded 10 tackles, 1 sack, and 9 pressures, showing that he's still got it. The Cowboys' defensive front is formidable, and Clark's presence only adds to their already intimidating unit. But the Packers, in their game planning, have some concerns of their own. They're dealing with injuries on the offensive line, particularly with their left guard Aaron Banks and Zach Tom. Both have missed practice sessions, and their availability for the upcoming game is uncertain. Zach Tom is nursing an oblique injury, which has kept him out of the lineup since week 2, and he was forced to exit after just one snap in week 3. Banks, meanwhile, suffered a groin injury and left early from last week's game. The Packers are also monitoring rookie Anthony Belton, who's been limited by an ankle injury. If these injuries linger, it could spell trouble for the Packers' offensive line against a Cowboys front that is known for its pass rush. But let's be clear, Clark isn't focused on personal rivalries or revenge, at least publicly. When asked about going against his former team, he emphasized that it's all about winning. "When it's game time, I'm in the game," he said. "If those guys want to come up, I ain't seeking it out. It's all love, and they know it's all love. After the game or before the game, we can do that, but I ain't seeking out for nothing. I'm trying to win the game." That's the mindset of a seasoned pro, someone who understands that at the end of the day, football is a competition, and winning is what matters most. Clark's focus is clear: do everything possible to help his team secure the victory, whether that's rushing the passer, stopping the run, or just setting the tone up front. Now, for the Packers, this game is more than just about one player or one matchup. It's about resilience, about how they respond to adversity, especially with the injury issues at key positions. They've seen their roster tested early in the season, and it's going to be a real challenge to contain Clark's former teammates and the Cowboys' overall defensive scheme. But if there's one thing Packers fans know well, it's that this team has a history of overcoming obstacles. Jordan Love, in his second year as the starter, has shown flashes of the talent that made him a first-round pick in 2020. He's got a strong arm, good mobility, and a calmness under pressure that's encouraging. Still, he's also facing the pressure of proving himself as the franchise quarterback and leading the team through tough games like this one. And that's where the story gets even more compelling. Love's development over the season so far has been a roller coaster. He's had moments of brilliance, threading the needle for big completions, and moments of inconsistency, forcing throws or misreading defenses. The Packers' offense has been a work in progress, trying to find its rhythm that can keep up with the high-powered offenses in the league. Their running game, led by Aaron Jones and A.J. Dillon, has been solid, but it's their passing attack that needs to take a step forward against a defense like Dallas. The Cowboys' secondary and pass rush are formidable, but Love's growth as a quarterback will be tested in this game. In terms of expectations, this game could be a turning point for both teams. For Dallas, it's about asserting their dominance in the NFC East and making a statement against a division rival that's always tough to beat. For the Packers, it's about resilience, about showing that they can bounce back from injuries, and that their young quarterback can handle the pressure of a primetime game. The atmosphere at Lambeau Field, or wherever this game is played, will be electric. The crowd will be loud, the energy high, and the stakes even higher. Because in the NFL, every game counts, but Sunday Night Football adds an extra layer of intensity and excitement. One thing is certain: Kenny Clark's story adds a fascinating subplot to this matchup. You've got a player who's been a vital part of the Packers' identity, now facing them in a different jersey, eager to make his mark and remind everyone of his talent. It's a reminder of how quickly things can change in the NFL, how a single trade can shake up the entire landscape. And for the Packers, it's an opportunity to prove that they're still contenders, that they can overcome the loss of a key player, and that their young quarterback is ready for prime time. So, fans, get ready for a game full of emotion, intensity, and high-stakes football. Whether you're cheering for the Packers or the Cowboys, this matchup promises to deliver drama, great plays, and maybe even some surprises. Keep your eyes on Jordan Love as he tries to carve out his legacy, and on Kenny Clark as he tries to show his old team what they're missing. This is what NFL football is all about: passion, competition, and the relentless pursuit of victory. And I can't wait to see how it all unfolds. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Green Bay Packers news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick, and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Green Bay Packers fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on Kenny Clark's trade and the upcoming game against the Cowboys? Do you think the Packers can overcome the injuries on the offensive line and contain Clark's impact? How do you see Jordan Love stepping up in this high-pressure environment? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Green Bay Packers. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates and insights, so stay tuned for the latest Green Bay Packers news. This season is shaping up to be one of the most exciting in recent memory, and you don't want to miss a single moment. Thanks for sticking with me, and as always, go Pack Go.